Well, guys, I'm down here shooting videos today, and I just caught wind of something. By the way, shout out to Tone Junkie. There was a leak of what could potentially be the new pedal for Tonex. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me if I would review this product, but as you guys know, if you watch the channel anyways, I don't sit at a computer and play guitar. I always sit right here. And I want stuff on the floor in front of me. I can switch things on and off. I rarely, very rarely am at my desk over there playing, guitar. It's just not what I do. And for that reason, I just haven't been very interested in that product. Now, I've heard a lot of good things about it. In other words, like I've heard that it actually does profile amplifiers very well. And there's a lot of cool features with it. But like I said, if I can't take it with me somewhere, it doesn't matter. They need to come up with a portable solution is what I keep saying to my friends. Well, it looks like possibly that they have done that. Now, if that's the case, that would be freaking awesome, because the thing is we could always use more competition. We could always use more things to choose from. And it seems like every time somebody comes out with a new piece of gear that does profiling or capturing or whatever, they do it in a different way. And because of that variety and different ways of doing things, it gives us other things to choose from rather than just having one, platform that just does the one thing. Now, KEMPER started out with the profiling thing, and I know More did something a couple years ago, and now, of course, we have the Quad Cortex that's doing it, and now Tonex is doing it, and I've heard really good things about how it sounds. And again, to be able to bring that with us is very handy. Because like I said, I just don't want to be stuck at a computer or a laptop playing guitar all the time. And even if I could put it on a laptop, I don't really want to take that with me to a gig and count on my computer, taking care of all my tones while I'm playing live. I'd rather have like some hardware, like with the Quad Cortex or, the KEMPER or something like that. That's something I can rely on a lot more than a laptop. As you know, there are bands that have canceled shows or even parts of their tours because their laptops crashed on them. So taking something like that with you and relying on that for your guitar tones is usually a pretty dicey decision. Now, what I would like to know is if Tonex is actually coming out in the form of a pedal, or some sort of floorboard or something like that. I wonder what features they're going to have. Is it going to be powered? Will it power a cab? Are they going to have a bunch of effects in it? Or is it just going to be, something that you can add to your pedal board and use the effects that you already own with it? Now, what I would like to see is for them to release something that is small, as a small form factor, and you can profile your amplifiers and take them with you when you go out and play, and at least have enough effects where we'll be, satisfied with what we need, effects-wise when we play out live. And to have a couple effects loops on it so that if you want to add effects to it, you can do that. And what this is going to do is keep the price down so that a lot of people can afford it. And I really think that that's a great idea. Now, on the other hand, if they really want to keep the price down, they can create a product that it just is the tones in a box, and it's portable, and you could take them with you and then hook up to all of the effects that you already own, or maybe you'll have to buy some for it. But now you're getting back to, now I got to build a pedal board and put a bunch of pedals around it. So I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. I would like to see them do an all-in-one unit with, at least, like I said earlier, enough effects to keep us satisfied. Because let's face it, you're just going out to play a gig, right? Just going out to play a gig, I don't need 8,000 effects to choose from. I just need a couple really good delays, some good overdrive pedals, maybe a couple of modulating effects and some reverbs, and I'm good, because really what I'm using it for is the tones, and the effects are just going to enhance them enough to satisfy myself and my audience when I'm performing live. And I'm not on stage feeling like, I wish I had product X or product Y instead of this, because it would just sound so much better. Because if the tones are really that good as people are saying they are in the Tonex pedal board, then having a minimal amount of effects would be just icing on the cake at that point. And like I said, if they put a couple of effects loops in it so we can hook up any additional effects if needed, then that would be best of both worlds. It would be interesting if maybe they came out with a couple different variations of it, maybe a powered unit and then a passive unit, because a lot of people still like that amp in the room sound where you could just plug it into a regular cab like a 212 Mesa or something like that and still have that great sound in a room. Or if they came up with a passive unit that you could run into FR or direct into the soundboard, or studio monitors or whatever, that would be cool as well. You know, so I'd just like to see what your guys' thoughts are on this, and if they did actually release this, if this is true, what would you like to see them do? Now, the thing you got to realize is this is kind of how things are done these days. Instead of just coming out with some sort of announcement, they do a leaked photo of something, and it builds a lot of hype. And YouTubers like myself and others feel like we have the skinny on it, and we go out there and talk about it, and everybody feels like they got this special kind of content that they're not supposed to have, and this news that they're not supposed to know about, and it creates a lot of buzz. It's almost like, tell me you got a new product coming out without telling me that you have a new product coming out. One of those kinds of things. So good on Tonex for the nip slip. That will get them a lot of attention in the marketplace and get a lot of people talking about them. Well, if they really do come out with this product in this form factor, I will definitely review it, because at that point, now I see it as a viable option for myself and all of my viewers. Because like I said, I don't sit at a computer and play guitar, and I would pretty much guess that most of my viewers don't either. Nothing wrong with that. It's just I want to, you know, sit here and play, or play up in my living room or out on my deck or whatever, and that's just hard to do at a computer, you know. So anyways, let me know what your thoughts are about this product and what you hope it will be when it comes out. And again, shout out to Tone Junkie. He's the one that released this video first. So I'm going to go ahead and do it as well. If I'm right, then I'm the second coolest guy on the internet. And if I'm wrong, well, it's all Tone Junkie's fault. Go storm the castle at his house. Just kidding. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And to all my subscribers and Patreon supporters, thank you so much. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I come out with a new episode or go live. Well, I got a lot more stuff coming up. I'm working on some stuff right now. That's why I got my guitar here. I will see you on the next video.